Um, it's been very strange for a lot of guys on our team. I'm no stranger to having a new head coach. Um, Sonny Cumby is my fourth head coach in college in my fifth year. So, unfortunately, I've had that experience before, but I know a lot of these guys who have been here, 2 or 3 years, have only been here with Matt Wells. So, going through a new coaching changes is something that you can't really prepare for. So, that happened earlier in the week, but it didn't affect our preparation or our mentality coming into this game. But it's very eye opening to see what the business side of this profession is.
I know it's no, of course, it's nothing negative about Caleb Williams' escapability. That's been well documented for the last month or two with his legs. But three of those touchdown passes, you got pressure on him in the backfield, and he escapes and gets out, and then finds an open guy. What was his, what was it like trying to keep them corralled and picked up?
Yeah, we did a good job early on of getting pressure, only rushing three. We made the max protect, only rushing three guys, so that was something that worked out for us pretty early on. But like you said, he had the ability to extend plays, and their receivers did a good job of finding holes in the scramble drills. So that's something we're for sure going to work on, especially with this bye week coming up and everything. But like you said, he does have that talent to do that, and he did a good job of extending plays with his legs today.
Well, and just going off what you said a little bit there, just the business side of college football and whatnot. Going off of that, how much was that a distraction just throughout the week in preparation for such a big game?
Monday, when it was announced to our team, it was the talk of the day, obviously. But by the time Tuesday came around, I think our team did a really good job of focusing on what our goal was this week, and that was to go win a game and prepare. So I don't think it affected anybody after Monday, which shows the maturity of our team and how good of leaders we still have on this team.
What do you guys rally around when it's there's still a bowl game, there's still lots of things to play for this season, but the guy you're not the only thing you're playing for, but the man that the face of the team, the one you play for, is no longer there. How do you balance those two between someone being gone but also still playing for something throughout the season?
Yeah, just because the head coach is different doesn't mean our goals change, and that's something we've preached all week and kind of made known in the locker room and in the meeting rooms and at practice too. Nothing is going to change for us. It's just the title of head coach is different, and that's the way we're looking at it. A lot of guys do have feelings about what happened, but you can't live off your feelings. You have to live off of what your goals are, and that's for us to play after the season ends, make a bowl game, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
With all of that in mind, how nice is it to have a bye week, both with the coaching change, with losing these last couple of rows, just everything involved. How nice is that to have this bye week coming up?
Yeah, I feel like it's the best part of it is to get our guys healthy. We've had a lot of guys play different positions, offense and defense. So using this week to get healthy and to get a jump start on next week is what we're going to use that mostly for.
The score can be a little misleading, but it's not like you came out and scored three or four straight touchdowns or anything. But Coach Cumby was mentioning how he thought the energy was there early and kind of dissipated as it went on. Did you feel that on the defensive side? Because like I mentioned, you guys were holding them in check at least somewhat there most of the first half. But did you feel that kind of energy shift?
I don't necessarily feel the energy shift, but they did capitalize on turnovers, which is something that as a defense we try to hold them to field goals minimum and then try to block it. So just them capitalizing on that kind of opened the floodgates a little bit. But like you said, I feel like we managed pretty well, especially early on. Um, I think they had 23 yards rushing at the half, so up front that was a big positive for us. But like you said, the momentum kind of that they got from the turnovers to turn to touchdowns is something that is not something that we want to do on defense. Like I said, we want to hold them to field goals.
Those of us that haven't played college football, I know it's generally it's there's a lot of momentum shift when there are turnovers. But how do you explain? Can you explain it as far as I know that happened against Kansas State, there was that late interception that hurt, and then I don't know the numbers right now of how many turnovers in this game, but what is the challenge for you as the defense if you've been holding them and then there's that quick turn and you have to go out there again? What is that kind of stress that put on the D?
Well, our goal on defense is to get turnovers as well. So we try to shoot for at least three every single game. So losing the turnover battle is something that's hard to win on the road when you do that. When you, especially like you said, I think you either have 3 or 4 on offense, but we didn't force any on defense, so we didn't give our offense any good field position to change the momentum, which is something that we have to do a better job of.
About two more. Sonny taking over obviously as the offensive coordinator for it. Did he come to you guys at all leading up to this week just to kind of get a feel for calling shots a little bit more on defense as head coach?
Yeah, he was in special teams meetings as well, and I know he's really active with the defensive meetings this week, which is something that we're not used to seeing. But it's just one extra face that we're used to seeing on the other side of the ball. So I think he kind of let KP do his own thing, play call this week. I don't think he influenced him like that, but he was part of the game plan.
I mean, it wasn't different. I mean, Coach Comey, he prepares all the quarterbacks in practice. I mean, so with Donovan back there, I mean, it wasn't really big of a deal. Just young quarterback, we just gotta just help him out while he's in there. But other than that, Donovan did a pretty good job though.
If what was working for you, I know you had the kind of leading the way today as far as running and whatnot. And we talked before about how you relish those types of opportunities. How you feel like you did the running game as a whole, but you with the opportunities you were given, how did you feel today?
I mean, I give credit to the O line. I mean, they just give me a little crease and I just hit it. So I mean, just them just making good blocks. I mean, I just follow them and take care of my business after that. So.
When asking Colin about Coach Cumby had mentioned how you guys came out with energy and that didn't flow throughout the game. How did you see that as far as not having that energy just throughout the game? When did you see that start to kind of fall, or how that impacted things?
I mean, really on the offensive side, I mean, it didn't matter how the games turned out. I mean, we just go in there and just do what we're supposed to do, execute at a high level, and that's what Coach Covey harps about a lot. So I mean, really, just anytime we was in, I was in, anybody else was in. I mean, we just wanted to make plays and just execute at a high level. So.
With that in mind, obviously your touchdown coming there late, kind of finishing strong. How did you feel like you guys rallied as far as how the overall team, the offense as a whole, played in the fourth quarter?
Just really showed we didn't give up. I mean, it don't matter who's in front of us. I mean, just go out there and just play your best ball and execute. So.
How much did this change impact you guys on the offense as far as I know the head coach is gone, but your coordinator now being there and whatnot, how much was this an impact for you and the offense as a whole this week?
Really just having Cummy down there on the field with us, and just showing his emotions, expressing his feelings, and I mean, just kind of see how he is from down here on the field. So I mean, to me personally, that boost like helped me out a lot and gave me a lot of encouragement throughout the game. So.
How'd you like that whenever he was? It seemed like he was pretty energetic just throughout it and whatnot. How did you personally feed off that? And how is that different than having up in a box where you might hear him on a phone call or something? But like, how is that different for you?
Really just go out there and just make a play. I mean, he sees it, see how I'm running down there on the field. So I mean, he just wants to feed me more. So I mean, just make more plays and then just have the offense around everyone. So.
How much is the message? I know Coach Cumby mentioned at the very beginning about how what he sees in the oil fields, when adversity hits, you dig your heels in, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. How much has that been talked about the week and the focus for you guys as far as regardless of what's happening, here's what we need to do?
I mean, just being West Texas tough. I mean, just going out there and just being more physical to the team. I mean, just having with the oil rigs, I mean, they just pump all day, pump all day, pump all day. So, I mean, he just kind of relates that to us of just no matter what, every play, just keep pumping. I mean, keep going, every play and execute. So.
Where's the hunger these last 4 weeks, last 3 games, but the bye week these last games? Where's the hunger at for this team? What you guys want to accomplish?
It's high. I mean, we all want to prove something that hadn't happened in a long time is make a bowl game, and just for sure, us offensively, we gonna come out every day at a high level and execute. So.
Xavier, the last series of the first half, I know you carried a couple of times in there before Kennedy's field goal off.
Mm-hmm.
What was were you still on the field at that point? And what was your view of how that happened and what happened to Kennedy's field goal one time?
I mean, I say maybe just a lack of execution. I mean, we drove down the field and we did everything, make sure line up fast, if you're staying in bounds, hand the ball to the ref, line up fast, and I'd say just lacks execution. I mean, we work on it, but it's just people just somebody messed up and it's all right.
You said y'all work on that pretty much every week.
Yes, sir. Every week. Situation master.
With this bye week coming up, after such an emotional week like this one, what's the best way for you guys now to kind of, regroup and get ready for these remaining 3 games?
Just don't get down. I mean, we still have, I'm gonna say 4 games left because me in my head, we're for sure making a ball game. So just don't get down. Just make sure that we're doing what we're doing, and this bye week will help us out. Guys getting healthy and come back. So.